And Ann brought some for me to move from Bucharest to Caravita. Is that right?
Yes.
And Susan brought a beautiful table, and they're taking things gradually. I said, please take this, please take that. Isn't that enough?
So here we are on February 10th at Grandmother's apartment, getting ready for another exciting chapter, another exciting place for her to live. We're helping her think about how best to do it.
Year 2001.
2001.
Just looking around to see where it's going to all go.
Now, Mother, where did you get this china that's in this cabinet over here?
I bought it piece by piece. And at the beginning of the war, I was buying, as I said, piece by piece. At the beginning of the war, Ruth's, at that time, jewelry store, sent me all of it. And I said, I'll never be able to pay for it. And so they wrote me that the factory had been bombed and there would be no more china.
It's a Bavarian china. It's beautiful. It's very translucent. Is it hand painted?
I doubt it. And those afternoon coffee cups they were a wedding present from Martha Nicholson from Selma. And all that is rock shop crystal.
Rock shop. What does that mean?
I don't know, it's just see, I gave my wedding china, crystal to Allison, but I don't think she's ever done anything with it. But this is the way I understand it. The man is going to wrap this china.
When you move?
And he's going to take it and keep it.
Okay.
That's what I understand. But see, I've got...
And this table over here, tell us about this table.
That came from Mom and Dad's house, and you've always claimed that.
Well, it's yours, but...
Well, it's yours. And that I bought 2 days before you were born.
You talking about the secretary?
The Victorian desk.
With your little Divitas cups on it?
So you bought it in the 70s, huh?
It's a brand new piece, Lee, a brand new piece.
It's so old and it needs refinishing, and I wanted to have it done when I could. And Susan said she didn't want me to have it done, you wanted a certain finish.
Right. It's not good to take the finish off of something.
And those came from the house. Somebody lived it.
Our Woodward Avenue house?
No. Came from
Mama and Big
Daddy's.
Daddy's.
They had tourist homes, $1 a night. And the front bedroom was sold for, that people had for $1 a night.
When were there tourist homes?
I can't remember if it was right after the war or before. It must have been before, because we went to New York in 1939. And we said, 5 of us went and took this trip and spent less than $75. Brought everybody in Bruton a gift.
Who went?
Dot, Marion, and Sowell, and Mildred, and
Mildred Richardson?
5 of us. Gone for 2 weeks.
Without a chaperone?
We were all married, just married. Well, Anne was maybe a year old. But anyway,
You wouldn't want to tell that you were
was
just married with a year-old child, would you, Mother, now?
What?
You wouldn't want to say that you were just married with a year-old
Well,
child, would you?
when you've been married, 2 years or whatever it was. But anyway, some man stayed there and did those pictures.
Ah.
And that's all.
You want to sit down, Grandmother? By Mom?
Come over here and sit by me, Mother.
Well, wait, let me get something. I've got to take my pills before I get all...
Go ahead. Take 2.
Okay. This little sherry set here on your table, it's always been on your coffee table, hasn't it?
Yes, You brought 6 of those little glasses, and I only have 3 left. Only from your honeymoon.
I did. We bought them in Venice.
Yes.
I remember.
3 of them.
And Lottie has eaten them or broken them
Broken
one by
them.
one.
I have 3 left.
Well,
And one night, the way I got this, that's right, that tray, this lady, we were going out to Hugh's office that late one afternoon, and we stopped at stoplight on Fairview. And this lady said, "Can you tell me where there is a hotel where I could spend the night? My husband died not too long ago," she said, "and he told me never to travel at night." And there was some sort of convention from all the way from here to Mobile that she had tried to get a place to stay. I said, "Well, I think we're nice people." and I said, "If you would like to come and spend the night with us." And she did. And so she sent me $5. And that's how I put it on that tray.
is that the lady that sent us oranges for years and years
Uh-huh,
and
she was
years
one.
after that?
Well, and there was one around Bruton, and that 2 or 3 or 4-year-old little girl opened the back door of the door and fell out and was horribly bruised, hurt, and she stayed with us a week. We didn't know who they were. We just took them in from someplace in Illinois.
Mm.
People weren't afraid to do things like that.
For strangers.
Uh-huh. But that little girl was hurt badly. And of course, being on Sunday afternoon, and we knew Dr. Pick, and he just came to their rescue immediately.
Grandmother, what do you remember about growing up with Big Daddy and Meemaw in Bruton?
Well, let's see. We lived out in the country. Y'all have never been out. And we had a sleeping porch. People don't know what sleeping porches are. We were lined up, and it didn't have any windows, just screen. And we slept out there at least under 6 quilts. We were lined up. Bath, a real old Saturday night bathtub. I mean, big tub in front of the fire. But we used to think, gosh, how wonderful it would be if you got everything you wanted for Christmas. And we had stove wood, which was a certain kind cut to fit in the wood stove. We had wood, we called it splinters, but it's kindling now. And then we had oak wood. No, we had lighted. That's what we called it. It was light wood to start the fire because it was that. And then we had to bring in the oak wood to keep the fire going. And if we filled up everything on the back porch with each kind of wood, we'd think Santa Claus was going to bring us everything. Ruth would get what she wanted, and they'd give me one thing. Ruth was the kind of favorite. And then not the brother came. And I got the worst whipping. I got the switches nearly every day.
What did you do?
Mama would say, now Dad would say, "Go get the milk bucket." And Mama would say, "Get me the broom." And so I'd go get the milk bucket for Daddy. He asked me first. Then I'd get a switch.
That's not fair.
I got one nearly every day.